Hi everyone, thank you for coming to my Vulnerably Badass YouTube channel. Today I want to introduce 3 concepts from Eckhart Tolle's book, A New Earth. What is it? Is 3 modalities of awakened doing. One is acceptance, second one is enjoyment, and third is enthusiasm. And these concepts help me to deal with whatever I don't like, or stressful situation, or things I want to change, what to do with the situation that you don't like. So I want to introduce to you, maybe it will be helpful to you too. So anyway, a lot of times when I think we feel stress is, a lot of times we're in a situation where we are not satisfied with the situation, and we want to usually, change the situation or change the other person, or just complain about the other person or complain about the situation. And according to Eckhart Tolle in his book, A New Earth, he said this suffering occurs because you are not in these 3 modalities, either acceptance or enjoyment or enthusiasm. He says whatever you are doing, anything minor to anything major, we should be in one of these modalities. Then we won't suffer. So the first thing he introduced is acceptance. And the example he uses is rainy night, you're driving and you get a flat tire and you have to change the tire in the pouring rain. And what would you do? So the message of this part is that you need to just accept it and don't complain, don't yell, don't get frustrated, and like you have the self-talk, right? Negative, why do I have to do this? Like, why does it have to be now, when it's raining? Or why does it have to rain right now? Or why didn't I check the tire before? Or whatever. So he's saying whatever the negative situation, whatever, things that you don't like happened, just accept it, because it is happening and you cannot do anything to the fact that it's happening. If you need to drive somewhere, you have to change the tire, then accept and change it. But yeah, it sounds very simple, but I know that it's super hard because, in life, like me too, whenever something happens that you didn't expect, or when you have some agenda on yourself, and it didn't happen as you planned, then you get so frustrated. And so in this example, what he says is be quiet and accept it and just change the tire. Oprah and Eckhart had a session. I think you can see it on YouTube too, about this book, and they talk about it too. And Oprah was talking about, like not swearing or not complaining is very important. But I understand, because complaining doesn't help and getting angry doesn't help the situation. Anyway, you just have to change the tire. So here, what's important is just changing the tire. So when I apply this in my life, I try to just do the task mechanically and try to avoid any negative self-talk, like, why am I doing this? Why do I have to do this? Like, yeah, if I have to do it, just do it, right? It is difficult, but I think it helps to be just aware that, okay, this is the moment that I have to mechanically do it. And in Japanese, I use the phrase tan tanto, without any emotion, just mechanically. And once you're done, then you can take the next step, and by the time you're done, maybe emotions, your state of feeling, will be different. So whether it's a situation or whether it's some kind of, situation with other people, when there's a task that you have to do it, just do it mechanically. And I think he mentions in the book, if you don't really like it, then you can remove yourself out of the situation, and that's being responsible for your life. And I think that's a really important point, because yeah, we have a choice. We can get out of the situation. I mean, in that example, I don't know, if you don't want to change the tire, maybe you can remain in the car for a while and you don't have to change the tire immediately, or I don't know, but you can. There is something that you can do, and if there is a chance that you can remove yourself out of the situation, do it. And that's what I've been doing a lot too. I realized that before I didn't take responsibility in my life, I was blaming the situation or other people, and oh yeah, this shouldn't be this way. But after you do whatever you can do mechanically, accept, then you can remove yourself from that particular situation, or you can try not to have interaction with a particular person or whatever. So that's again choice and awareness. You are aware that you are in this particular situation, and you can choose to be in a situation or out of the situation. So for me, it's been working. I mean, of course, I'm not perfect, so not every single time, but I think at least it's helping me, like, to kind of observe myself. What am I doing? What are you doing? Are you complaining? And does it help? And go away. Is it something that you have to do? Then do it. So yeah. So acceptance is one thing. If you really don't want to accept, then remove yourself from the situation. That's your responsibility. You need to own it. And the second modality is enjoyment. He mentioned, enjoyment is not in the sense like, oh, I love it, I enjoy it, but he means totally focus on that and be there, be present, and do it. Whatever it is, big or small, then you will truly enjoy it. So I think I understand that. For example, I do my walk, but before, walking was kind of boring, or running or walking was to finish my distance or time or whatever. But in the book, he mentions about just enjoy the doing itself, not so much of the outcome. So walking, I try to just feel my steps, or listen to the birds, feel the breeze, feel the sunlight, and it gives me so much happiness. It feels good. So I think that's enjoyment. And spending time with my son, playing soccer too, not so much of, okay, let's spend 30 minutes with him, but just really focusing on kicking the ball to him and receiving the ball from him. We're not playing a soccer game. We're not competing for points, but just being fully there and engaged in the act of receiving the ball and kicking the ball or chasing the ball, whatever it is. It is fun. So yeah, that's the enjoyment he talks about. So I try to do that as much as possible. And the last one, he talk about enthusiasm. Enthusiasm is enjoyment with some purpose or goal. And he said the important thing is it's not to become someone like a millionaire or entrepreneur, or not to become someone, or not to have something like to have a house, or to have an expensive handbag, or to own a car. Nothing like that, but the earlier enjoyment, totally fully present in whatever you're doing and having a goal. And this goal or purpose is again something about doing, not having or not becoming someone, but doing something. So for example, in my case, I am an intercultural coach, so it's not to become a great coach, and it's not to make whatever amount of money. But for me, I think what I enjoy about my work is being able to help someone or support someone clarify what they want to do. In coaching, a lot of times, people have their answers in their mind, but because of what the boss wants, or what the company wants, or assumptions, what this person thinks the boss wants, or what this person thinks what the company wants, what should be done, what needs to be done, the right decision, this person's true intuitive thinking is really become vague and cloudy. So coaching, by asking questions and asking what are the assumptions, try to clarify the things that makes their decision cloudy, like get rid of these things so they can have clear vision. I think that part is what I am enthusiastic about, whether it's coaching or intercultural training, like because of in intercultural training, because of cultural differences or work style differences, people cannot see what's really happening, or people cannot really see what they're seeing. So that's, again, I am asking questions and trying to clarify, what are they seeing, and what are the colored lenses they have, and if we take off these colored lenses, what do they see? So that's the part I am enthusiastic about my work or my life. I try to do that with my family, with my friends, so that we can have more clarity in communication, in thinking, in interaction. So yeah, that's what I think, what I feel enthusiastic about, and it's aligning with my work. That's why I think I am blessed with many opportunities to work with many different companies from Asia, North America, South America, Europe, and also, with many people from all over the world. So I am thankful that this is happening, but I think the reason is, according to the book New Earth, because my enthusiasm is aligned with my career. So again, the book says any moment in your life should be one modality out of these three. One is just acceptance, and second is enjoyment. You're fully engaged and enjoying that moment, or enthusiasm. You enjoy and you have purpose of doing something, or goal of doing something. So I want to ask you, what is your modality now, or what kind of modalities have you experienced today? I hope that we will be more aware of these modalities so that we can have less suffering. Thank you for coming to my YouTube channel. See you next time.